Since their discovery, dinosaurs have captured the excitement and the imagination of people everywhere. Schoolchildren delight in memorizing long scientific dinosaur names and learning about these strange creatures.
In 1877, a small-town preacher, naturalist, and drawing teacher in Colorado named Arthur Lakes made a discovery that would alter the course of science. In rock layers near Morrison, he found the fossilized remains of creatures that had never been seen before. Unbeknownst to him, Lakes had just become a leading authority in the field of paleontology, and this site would come to be known as Dinosaur Ridge. His discovery would propel Lakes on a lifelong journey, taking him from obscurity into the limelight of scientific journals and newspapers around the world. Join Arthur Lakes as he and his friends uncover the mysteries of Dinosaur Ridge in Arthur Lakes Discovering Dinosaurs. Edward L. Berthoud, pioneer civil engineer of Golden City, served as the first geology professor at the School of Mines. He took under his wing a new writing and drawing teacher, Arthur Lakes. Arthur Lakes had immigrated to America in 1866 and found his way to Colorado Territory. Lakes had studied the natural science program at Queen's College, Oxford University in England. The first dinosaur to be described, Megalosaurus, came from near Oxford. Therefore, he was one of the few people in the world prepared to recognize the huge bones when they turned up near Morrison. Arthur Lakes took over teaching of the geology classes in addition to teaching writing and drawing. Arthur Lakes, the teacher, firmly believed that there's nothing like a field trip to add valuable learning experience. He required his students to draw objects of field trips. On the 20th of June, 1874, a small group headed up the side of South Table Mountain. Just under the lava flows that cap the mesa, Lakes, Berthoud, and other students collected plant fossils.
We found fossil leaves in great abundance. Many were as fresh and perfect as if dropped yesterday from the parent tree, although that occurred thousands of years ago. Their freshness was still further enhanced by a red and black oxide of iron, a constituent of the sandstone in which they are embedded.
And on the way back down the mountain, the students came upon something they had never seen before.
Enclosed is a rough sketch of a splendid saurian tooth that Professor Lakes of Jarvis Hall gave me yesterday. It comes from our South Table Mountain from what Professor LaCrue considers to be Eocene and not far, but I think below, the leaf layer that Professor LaCrue has so well described. As you can see by the sketch, the tooth is serrated on one edge and fluted to fit apparently against another like tooth in the other half of the jaw. If you think it worth investigating, I can send you the tooth. George West wrote about the discovery in his Colorado transcript on July 8, 1874. On July 21, 1874, Jarvis Hall students found another beautiful saurian tooth in a bed of green clay with leaves and grasses, but the pickaxe broke it in fragments.
2 saber-shaped teeth from the same location? What ancient creature was losing its teeth as it walked along an old riverbed? In a postscript to a letter of April 1877, Arthur Lakes asked O.C. Marsh about the tooth.
One of my boys in my company found a tooth of a possible saurian on Table Mountain, Golden City. Captain Berthoud forwarded it to you about 18 months ago. The tooth was some 3 or 4 inches long and serrated on the edge. What was it?
Lakes included a sketch of the tooth made from memory to see if he could jog Marsh's memory. But Marsh never answered their queries. Lakes' legacy, his collection at the Colorado School of Mines, his paintings, his writings, and the dinosaurs live on across the nation. His work continues to inspire and foster new discoveries and scientific interpretations.
Arthur Lakes taught here at the Colorado School of Mines first as a geologic illustrator, and some of his sketches appear in many famous journals throughout the world.
Arthur Lakes is famous for capturing dinosaur information, rock information, the 1870s and 80s, the best of the collectors working for Copal Marsh by far.
Lake's observations of nature, his knowledge of plant and animal anatomy, combined with his precise collecting techniques and great artistic ability, created an accurate foundation for generations to come.
In 2000, Dr. Kenneth Carpenter, then at the Denver Museum of Nature and Science, was going through the drawers at Yale Peabody Museum looking for Cretaceous specimens from the Denver Basin, and he came upon a large tooth. Instantly, he realized that this tooth was a tooth shed by a Tyrannosaurus rex. And historic newspaper research in 2006 revealed the young Peter T. Dodson's role in the dinosaur discoveries. The date, June 20th, 1874, and the finder, Peter T. Dodson, go down in history as the first discovery of one of the largest predators the world has ever known.
At Dinosaur Ridge, a national natural landmark, visitors can see and touch the remains of these creatures that lived 140 million years ago. And they can experience the thrill of seeing dinosaur tracks that were made 95 million years ago. They can stretch their imaginations to imagine just how the environments at this little spot on the planet have changed through time.